Good evening, everyone. Tyler Hayes here. Welcome back to my channel. So glad you are here. I'm so glad you found my channel too, and I appreciate going over 200 subscribers. I thank you all for that. So I will say, welcome new subscribers too. Have I got a video lined up for you today? This time it is a diecast showcase for you. Especially some latest tools that I'm going to be adding to my collection. So I didn't do too bad of the hunt this time, so I thought I'd show you some Matchbox, some Hot Wheels as well. And let's throw in a little love from Maisto, huh? I'm sure most of us probably haven't done much of Maisto in a while. I'll explain that later in the video. But with that all said and done, let's go ahead and get started. First one I have lined up for you is the MBX Crop Duster from the Skybusters line. As you may see, that it almost looks like close to an egg cap, but not quite. There's that nice engine detail, and you can see the exhaust tip, but there's actually two of them on there. You can see it's in the, I think what appears to be a purple striped detail, while the rest of it is white, and it's got the local Farm Fresh decaling on there on the left side wing, and on the hood sides that leads away from the pilot's compartment. And you can see that has a 5-blade prop on there, because that functions there. It also comes with a little fold-out board that you can use for a small little runway, and also has a helipad detail, on one side, and has a little bit of a mountain scene on the back side. I'll show you that later in the video as well, show you what it means. I think that may have been new to me. As I will turn it over for you, and you will see what this looks like, because you can see the spray bar detail and more. Now, the wheels on this is not functional, because those wheels do not turn on this casting. When I tried it, when I opened it out of the box, it didn't do that, so I guess it's just basically one of those steady detailed ones there. You can see the tail wheel is just all molded and painted white, as it is. So here you go, that's the MBX Crop Duster. Show you from the top view. Alright, so with that out of the way, and as I said, I'll show you the little fold-out cardboard that came with that MBX Crop Duster later in the video. So here's the first three that I found for the Hot Wheels lineup. That might be from, I think, the earlier cases of 2023 that came out. They were in stores. So we're going to begin with a couple of the classics, and then I'll save the 06 Pontiac GTO Drake car for last, because that is actually my third recolor that I found of that one. So as soon as after that is open, I will tell all about it. So let's begin with the first one from Hot Wheels. Oh, my apologies, I'm not done with the layout to put it on the highway or something, because I'm currently in my bedroom, but that's okay. Thought I'd try something different instead and go from here. So to begin with, for the Hot Wheels line, I have this 1970 Chevy Chevelle SS wagon. This is actually a nice wagon, actually. Really nice detail to it. Some minor tint on the windows from the passenger to the back end. Cowl induction hood on there, and hood pin details. There's no painted detail on the headlight area there. I'm gonna touch her up a little bit and give it some of that. As we go to the back, as you can see, this does not have a rear window detail on there. And you can see also at the back is pretty much chrome and doesn't have any painted detail on there either. I'm sure after this showcasing, I'm going to pretty much detail them a little more. Look at the base here. See the exhaust detail and more of how it's set. So yeah, there you go. This is the 1970 Chevy Chevelle SS wagon from the Hot Wheels Wagons series, number 1 of 5. From the Hot Wheels Wagons series. Okay, so you're probably a big fan of muscle cars, as I am, right? Even if it's classic or modern. But you know what? You know I am. So our next one up is the 1969 Dodge Charger 500. Because the Dodge Charger 500 has the headlight detail like this, and compared to the other Chargers that has those hideaway headlights. And you can see the Hemi detail on the hood there. Stenciled on there. Pretty nice. Pretty cool, actually. Love the tampos down the stripe. Now, wheel-wise, kind of a little iffy on that, but it doesn't look too bad. At least Hot Wheels picked how they wanted it to be, but that's fine with me. Nothing wrong with that. So I thought I'd ask you, do you think you prefer better wheels on these Chargers, the 69 Dodge Charger 500? Give me your thoughts on that. Leave a comment down below for me, and I can be happy to answer that. So no need to do a little detailing on that, but I like it the way it is, but just need to do something further down. But I'm probably going to detail it more anyway, so I can get it close enough to match the card art. But it does have the detailed side marker lights on each side. There's the Dodge logo on the back sides. Doesn't have taillight painted detail on there, but I can do that. Let's have a look at the base. The 69 Charger 500. This was from the Muscle Mania series for this Charger. This one is number 3 of 10. let's look at the last casting that I found in my hunt for the Hot Wheels lineup. Alright, might be a fan of drag racing vehicles like these. Well, maybe you're in luck. And as I mentioned before I unboxed these, this is the 06 Pontiac GTO. That is a drag car, as you can see. Because I actually have two other variants of this, but not as much detailing than compared to this one. So I did a little more detailing on that after I unboxed those, actually. You can see the parachute detail back there and the wheelie bars. And as we look under here, you can see the plastic base that has the headers and those collectors on there. That leads out to those exhaust lines there. And the skinnies and the slicks wheel setup that it's chosen for this casting. Yeah, those would be good for a drag strip there. If you got something like that on your diorama, that would be real nice to have. Now, as you can see, it's got the front details well done there, with the exception of the induction hood there. I think that's a Ram Air hood detail on there, which I think is. You can see the skinnies, the left front and the right one, as you can see there. So, yeah, really well done on the details. There's the AEM Sparco and the Hot Wheels graphics, I think. I might be wrong there, but I don't know if that's really true. But if you think that is, leave a comment down below and see what you think. You can see a bit of the interior as well, and that's the roll cage detail on the back side of that. There's a little more of it. I think it's beautifully well done of how this is made up. Here's the left side of the same details. And the wheelie bars as well. A little bit more molded, but that's fine. Really nice, good one to be in my collection. And this GTO that you see here is part of a new series that came out from Hot Wheels for 2023, late 2022. This one is from the Hot Wheels Drag Strip series. That is a new series. So I know there's probably more castings out there that are just like that, with some similarities, like the Mustang Funny Car, for example. I'm sure most of you guys might have that kind of casting out there too. Maybe some Pontiac GTOs like that one, including other color variants. So there you go. That is the 06 Pontiac GTO drag car. Now, before I unbox this, I found this from the Dollar General, and I think this might be a new lineup. I could be wrong there, but you guys can help me out on that. So I thought, why not we show some love for Maisto as we look at the Fresh Metal 100 collection. This one was from the Classics series lineup. We will have a look at the 1977 Ford F-150. Really nice long bed truck on there. Let's have a look out of the package in just a few moments. Alright, here it is out of the package. The 77 Ford F-150. Not a bad casting here. Most of this is just mostly plastic with the exception of that die cast metal cab and front detail on there. Seems it's got a nice lift on it, but I kind of doubt that, but either way. As we see that it has got the painted Ford detail in between the front turn signal markers, even though that's the only detail that's on there and nothing else on it. As we look to the back, you can see that this has the painted taillights and the Ford logo on the tailgate. Beautifully well done on that. Because I've actually saw this casting that has the, I think it's another color variant I've seen that. I think it was from either a 9-pack or a 20-pack that I've actually seen one like this. I think it had the, I'm going to say the Ranger XLT version or the Ranger Explorer version. I know I saw that, but I'm afraid it kind of slipped out of my hands, but that's okay. As we look underneath the casting itself, as you can see it has plastic. You can see the exhaust detail a bit. It's all the way to the back, as you can see the exhaust tip almost by the right rear, which is about right over this side there. So yeah, beautifully done from Maisto, from the Fresh Metal 100 lineup from the Classic Series. So, pretty great truck otherwise. Alright, let's wrap things up more with some Matchbox castings that I scored from the hunt. So we will have a look at these. Those are mostly modern vehicles otherwise. So I actually have a couple of color variants of these three here. But I don't have the Toyota Tacoma here, so I'm glad I got that one. So let's take a look at each one. Alright, the first one I have out is the 2018 Bentley Bentayga. In this majestic red metallic look here. And that is the recolor version. And compared to my blue one that I actually have. This is actually my second one of these. I gotta admit though, not bad. With the only exception that the window detail on this is not see-through. All blacked out, sadly to say, but it ain't gonna bother me too terribly. I still like it either way. It really is well done of how the front is detailed and much more, including the Bentley plating and the logo there. Try to get it to focus a bit. You can see the Bentley emblem on there. Not very much on side detailing though, but it really has the taillight detail on it. Another Bentley plating and the emblem on there on the lift gate. We'll have a look at the base before we move on. And yep, as you can see, that this is the 2018 Bentley Bentayga. I mean, beautifully well done on this, but I gotta admit, it really is nice. So there you go. That is the recolor of my second casting of the 2018 Bentley Bentayga. I shall note right away before we move on to the next casting that I will show you that the Bentley Bentayga was part of the MBX Metro series and is number 82 of 100. Now, as we look at the next casting, we are now taking a look at the Mercedes-Benz AMG GT 63S. This is my second color variant of this one because I have one that is, I'm thinking white, something like that. I think this is my second casting that I've scored for this. Looks more of a dark steel gray metallic on that. I might disagree, but what do you think the color of this is? Leave a comment down below and maybe I can reply on feedback about that. See what maybe the best color choice besides my pick. So yeah, let's look further now on the Mercedes-Benz AMG GT 63S. So look at the front, really well done in the detail there, and the Mercedes-Benz emblem on there. I admit though, beautifully well done on there. Especially the xenon accent lighting and the LED lighting there too. No side detailing on there, as usual on this. There's that nice sunroof detail. Show you a little bit of the interior. Nicely done on that. And we go to the back. Much better view of the vehicle itself. As you can see, the tampo detailing of this casting of the AMG GT 63S. I gotta admit, though, it is beautifully done. The base is plastic, just like it is. I gotta admit, really gotta like it. And this Mercedes-Benz AMG GT63S came from the showroom lineup. It was number 37 of 100 for the 2022 lineup. I gotta admit though, really gotta like that casting. Alright, now with the next vehicle in the lineup that I'm ready to show you now, just to help celebrate 50 years of the Nissan Z. So, speaking of the Z, we'll have a look at the 2003 Nissan 350Z. It's actually my next casting of that. I'm not sure how many color variants I have, but I gotta admit though, it's just real nice. So as we look here, you can see the Z on there. Try to get it to focus here. There you go. As you can probably see it there. So no headlight detailing or side marker detailing on the front there. I'm going to change that after the showcase is done. But I gotta admit the side detail on this Z though, and the taillight detailing as well. As we go further back, as you can see that the rear marker detailing is not there. I'm going to add that too. You can see the painted fuel door detail on the door handles as well. Go to the gold 5-spoke wheels on that. All blacked out windows, which is probably not a fan of your favorites, but that is okay. I'm sure I don't mind, and I'm sure some of you don't mind, but I'm sure you might not want to get that, but that's okay. So there you go. This is the base itself for the 03 Nissan 350Z. And this one is from the MBX Highway Series, number 75 of 100. Alright, let's have a look at our last casting of the video, as we will have a look at the 2016 Toyota Tacoma. This is actually my first casting that I've gotten from Matchbox, because I know I got a Motor Max Toyota Tacoma, actually, but none of those from Hot Wheels and so forth. But I actually have the red Toyota Tacoma from Hot Wheels from the Hot Trucks lineup, probably earlier this year, in red. I gotta admit though, it's really not bad. Can't wait to get a recolor of that one actually, because I think there was a blue one. I'm gonna have to go on a hunt to see if I can find one like that. Otherwise, let's have a look at the Toyota Tacoma now. This is I think I'm going to say a double cab. Not much in the way of painted details up front, but I'm sure I'm going to change that to make it look like the real one. Has the BF Goodrich logos on the front fenders, almost near the hood sides, and the Tacoma lettering on the front doors. Some tampos there, and a little bit of the taillight detail on there, but as you look further back, it ain't finished, but that's alright. I can easily fix that. And the molded into Tacoma lettering on the tailgate. And as you can see, this appears to be the camper accessory on there. But here's a little something that you probably don't know about that. You could actually remove this to reveal the bed of the Tacoma, which looks like this. Bit of plastic detailing and the die-cast metal on there. You can see the third brake light molding detail on that, but that's okay. You can easily put this back on, so that way it's like it is before. Just easily snaps on, just like so. Turn this over so you can see the underbody of this casting. I gotta admit, first Toyota Tacoma from Matchbox, finally. But I gotta admit, that is just nice. And there you go. That is the latest hunt I have in my showcasing video for you for today. I hope you all enjoyed. So with that, we will wrap things up with the folding cardboard detail that I've explained about earlier in the video when I showed off my MBX crop duster. So we'll take a look at that right now, and we'll conclude the video from here. Here's a look of the fold-away cardboard detail. That shows the highway going along the seaside. Kind of almost looks like a little bit of a bridge area there, but I don't know if that looks to be right. And here's the other side. It shows the helipad detail and the dirt style runway great for your Skybusters lineup. So that'll do it for this video, everybody, of the latest hauls and my showcasing for today. I thank you all for watching. I will see you next time. Make it a good one.